from planets with strange weather phenomena to ones with little light. Join us as we show you 10 impossible things that happen on other planets. And if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, go subscribe to our channel to stay connected. Number 10. Raining glass. HD 189733b is one of the strangest planets in existence. For you see, this is a planet that rains glass sideways. No, this is not a trick or something seen in a sci-fi movie or TV show. It is an actual planet, and it does this. I will explain how. The glass itself comes from the atmosphere, which has a high concentrate of silica, a component very common on Earth. Because of the buildup of silica, as the rains come down on the planet, it hardens and thus becomes glass. As for the other part, the winds on HD 189733b are far beyond anything Earth or many other planets in the universe could do. They are so powerful that they can be up to 5,400 miles per hour. The force of this wind at such high speeds makes the glass rain to fall sideways. This phenomenon is something that we all hope never happens on Earth. Number 9. Two suns. This particular planet has been documented as many times as possible. It is a planet from the movie series Star Wars. In the first film, Luke Skywalker lives on the planet Tatooine, which happens to have two suns in the sky. This is because it orbited two different stars. Kepler-16b does just that, and because of its two suns, it has something else impossible about it. Mainly two shadows. Confused, right? If you were to go to Kepler-16b, the two different suns would cast two very different shadows for you, because there are two light sources there. But the planet is too hot to survive. Number 8. Dark world. Where would we be without the sun? Well, honestly, we would be in a bad way. But more than that, there's the question of where we would be without the sun's light. Yet, out there in the universe is a planet that has such a dense and unique composition that it does not reflect any light that is projected at it, making it a literal dark world. This is the planet called Trastubi. Trastubi is so dark and is so non-reflective that it is documented as the darkest planet ever observed. Now here is the catch of the matter. Despite us knowing that it is indeed a dark world, we are not exactly sure about the reason. Progress has been made in formulating a theory. Scientists have deduced that the planet's atmosphere is full of materials that absorb light and therefore do not make it reflect. It does raise some interesting questions. Are there any other dark worlds out there? Where are they if so? And obviously, could something happen on Earth to make us go dark like that planet? Who knows when we will get answers to these questions. Number 7. Water world. They say on Earth that the masses of land that lie beneath the waves are another world. But out in space is a planet called GJ1214b that is far beyond the notion of a water world, because it is a full-on water world. Not to mention, it is many times larger than Earth. In terms of mass, the waters on Earth only account for 0.05%. That is not a lot at all. But on this planet, the mass of the water is believed to be 10% of the planet's total makeup. That's very impressive and terrifying. And while there is no confirmation of life on this planet just yet, it may only be a matter of time until we find out about it. Number 6. Extreme hot, extreme cold. When it comes to Earth, there are many areas that are known for being extreme in terms of their natures, conditions, or weather effects. But Gliese 581c is one that takes the notion of extreme and ratchets it up quite a bit. The position of the sun transformed the planet for the worst. To be specific, one side of Gliese 581c is always facing the sun, while the other never gets to see it. This makes one side of the planet roasting hot, and the other is so cold that you would instantly freeze after being exposed to it. So, if you have ever heard the song, "I am warm and you are cold," that would not be hard to achieve here. Yet despite these impossible extremes, there's a small stretch of land that could support life. Friends, if you enjoyed the video so far, do not forget to subscribe to our channel. And if we have missed something important, please let us know in the comments below. Keep watching. Number 5. 22,000 mph winds. We have already shown you a planet where its winds are so intense that they cause the glass to rain sideways, and those winds went up to 5,400 mph. But what if I told you that those were not the most intense winds in the universe? Would you believe me? You better, because on the planet HD 1897333b, the winds are the most intense in the known universe. This planet is tidally locked with its sun, but unlike certain planets, the difference in temperature is not as wildly different. The intense winds can gust up to 22,000 miles per hour. Oh yeah, that is over 70 times worse than any hurricane or tornado our planet can offer. And by the way, that makes these winds 29 times the speed of sound. Number 4. Raining rocks. This next planet is the one where you would need to watch your head. For Korat 7b is another planet that is tidally locked with the star. However, because of how it is affected by the star, the extreme conditions of the planet create an unusual byproduct when it rains, and that is rocks of magma. The side facing the sun has large pools of lava, but because it is so hot, the lava evaporates and goes into the atmosphere, and then it will either stay on the hotter side of the planet or go to the other side, which is much cooler than the regular side. When it rains on the hot side, it becomes magma, yet when it goes to the cooler, it hardens into rocks and can become so big that they damage the surface on the ground. This is quite a unique phenomenon, and most definitely is not one that can happen on Earth. Honestly, we should be grateful for that. Number 3. Methane lakes. Methane lakes is not a planet per se. It is the moon of Saturn, known as Titan. It is one of the most bizarre entities in all the universe, despite it being so close to Earth. One of the biggest mysteries that this particular mini-planet had was that we did not know what it looked like because of its dense atmosphere. Eventually, we got a look, and we were shocked to find out that not only did this place have a thick atmosphere, but land, lakes, and even the potential for rain at times. Because of its cold temperature, the rain will hit you like rocks. Also, the lakes are not comprised of water. Instead, they are made of liquid methane, which is only possible because of the freezing temperatures. It is stated that Titan could have hundreds of times more gas and oil than all of Earth right now. This means many people want to go to Titan and see for themselves, but that is easier said than done. Number 2. Shrinking planet. Mercury is the first planet in our solar system, and it is also one that has a unique nature to itself that you may not realize. Mercury is often considered off-limits in terms of missions because of its proximity to the Sun. What might surprise you to learn is that the planet is actively shrinking. You are likely not going to see it visibly shrink in your lifetime, but scientists have confirmed via crash probes on the planet that there are fault cliffs and scraps that only could have been caused via contraction of the planet itself. So yeah, the planet is shrinking. Scientists are learning more about its shrinking nature and trying to find out why this is happening billions of years after the planet was born. Number 1. Egg-shaped planet. If I were to tell you to draw a picture of a planet, I would bet that just about all of you would draw a circular one. This is the standard shape of a planet, as we have seen in our universe. However, the same cannot be said for the planet known as WASP 12b. It is not circular at all, but it has an oval shape. That makes it unique among the planets. The planet is egg-shaped due to the massive amount of gravity that the sun encircles exudes. But here is the thing that makes it even more impossible, because the gravity is not just elongating the planet, it is killing it. Yes, it is killing the planet slowly. So, in about 10 million years or so, it will not be around anymore. And here is another thing to note. WASP 12b is another dark world, as it absorbs 94% of all light that touches it. So, to the naked eye, it looks like a pitch-black egg that is hovering in space. An impossible shape meets an impossible view, and it will die a kind of impossible death. Thanks for watching, everyone. What do you think of these impossible planets? Which one did you think was the most impossible? Do you know of another world that can fit the bill? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time on the channel.